I asked 10 of your favorite Minecraft YouTubers to play Gotham Terror. Here's what they had to say. But first, hi, my name's The Crafted Creeper, your new favorite Minecraft mob-themed YouTuber, and I have dedicated the last year of my life creating the first ever Batman horror game in Minecraft. Now that it's 2026, we're coming up on the anniversary of the project, and since I released the final update, City Streets, for the map of Gotham Terror, creating all new expanded areas, updated content, lore, and voice acting, bringing the map to what I originally envisioned when I was first designing it all those months ago. And now, I have asked prominent Minecraft YouTubers such as Forge Labs, Swaley, Vivily, and 7 others to play the finished project, giving me their personal experiences and ratings. Now, I know that the majority of you watching haven't been here before, and even if you were, my last video was 4 months ago. So we're going to take a quick trip in the Wayback Machine to see how I got here. Recap time! Last year, in the month of October, after contacting my now good friend and fellow superhero modder, Yofada, to see if I could use his code to create another unrelated Batman mod, he instead humbly invited me to join the Creators SMP, where I then, after watching the Siltrix Batman Analog Horror, and seeing that one Reddit post from 10 years ago, I decided to create Gotham Terror, the first true Batman horror experience, inspired by seeing a popular hero from the terrified eyes of their enemies. Their enemies, in this case, being you. However, because I was an absolutely out of his depth moron, I then spent the next 6 months making a giant Minecraft map, completely ignoring the fact I had no experience with coding a Minecraft mod. I digress. Because another good friend of mine, Sammy, managed to get a coder for me, allowing me to release the project on time. Which now is available to download on CurseForge for you to add to your own mod packs or play yourself. Or just, I don't know, play the official mod pack, the one with the map I've spent the last 2 minutes talking about because the actual mod itself is crap and doesn't work properly. In July, I then released the official Gotham Terror project to CurseForge, and my first showcase video, playing the map with members of the Creators SMP, which was an absolute show. So after that, I finally put some more time into learning these annoying ass blocks that either just randomly don't want to work or just do. If it ain't broke, don't fix it was the biggest crutch in this whole experience. And then, after fixing many of the problems while still ignoring the fact that I had to actually update the mod, in November of 2025, I released the City Streets update, bringing us to modern times. Now that recap time is over, before we get to the reviews of those amazing YouTubers, I thought we'd play a small game. Remember those annoying blocks I talked about 30 seconds ago? Yeah, those ones. Well, as we traverse the city, showing you some of my favorite environments, you guys are going to guess how many there are in the entirety of the map. Starting now. Time's up, and the answer is D. All of the above. That's right. It takes about 441, about that, command blocks to make the map work. Don't blame me, this is my first project. Besides, I put a lot of effort into designing the environments. Speaking of which, we have to talk about one of my favorite sections, and the focal point for the last update. But before we get into that, we have to talk about arguably the most important section in the game, downtown Gotham. When I was first building Gotham Terror, I took a lot of inspiration from a bunch of different Batman media. And for downtown Gotham, this concept art by Joel Schumacher from the Batman Forever movie served as the basis for the rest of the map. You can kind of see the obvious inspiration with the towering buildings and kind of toy-like setup. But I also decided to heavily incorporate design elements from Batman the Animated Series, Burton, and an overall gothic / brutal architecture aesthetic. In fact, I think you can see and pick out what sections were obvious references to specific Batman media, like Arkham Knight, BTAS, or DKR. Okay, so now that you know what I decided the design aesthetic was going to be, back to the mall. This is actually the earliest footage I have of it, back when it was just a staircase. But for the City Streets update, I made it into a fully detailed environment with multiple levels, shops, secrets, Easter eggs, and gameplay. I also took some elements from Arkham City's Wonder City, but I'm not sure if that's obvious. So I'm just putting that out there. Anyway, if you guys have made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for sticking around and looking at my project. I have so many other ones planned, and if you guys were to subscribe, it would help out so much. It's free, and if you guys don't like my content later, you can easily unsubscribe. Okay, I won't stall any longer. Here is the moment you all have been waiting for. Here is what YouTube's finest has to say on Gotham Terror.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Not a single YouTuber responded to me reaching out. Never meet your heroes. And, like, honestly, I don't blame them. I've got, like, 30 subscribers. Of course, they weren't going to respond. Except Chief, who politely declined. So, go subscribe to him, I guess. Yeah. I was going to have a rebound video or something else for you guys to watch, but I couldn't get any of the SMP members to join in time. Alright. Bye, I guess.
Creeper.
Go away, personal conscience version of me.
Why are you letting a bunch of dumb billion subscriber YouTubers not joining your project get you down? You have viewers. Isn't that what got you into this in the first place?
Wait a minute. You're right, personal conscience version of me. Who cares if a bunch of popular content creators didn't project my horror project into stardom? That's what the other person on the side of the screen is for! And you know what? With the past year of designing, building, crafting, making environments, forming friendships along the way, honing my craft, working through hundreds of hours of building and burnout, not once did I do it for some content creator far popular than me to make it cool. I did it to prove to myself that this was not a waste of time, that this could be something great from the very beginning to the very end. Not once did I stop because I doubted myself. Which is why for the next year, I will not stop. I will continue being your favorite Minecraft mob-themed YouTuber and keep creating, because even if not one of you downloads my projects, I will be happy because I never stopped. So go do what makes you happy. Be indomitable this year, and I'll see you next time.